Let's talk about book to movie adaptations. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and this is a hot topic, especially with Wuthering Heights that has just come out. And ultimately, it's all boiled down to, I think, a good adaptation of a book is an adaptation which pays attention and keeps the theming, message, and vibe of the original source material. Of course, I don't mean that you can just throw away the plot and the characters of the book. The plot and the characters are still part of the identity of the original book. What I'm suggesting is that the themes and the message that the original author was trying to tell is also part of the identity of the book. And when you remove that, or you don't pay attention to that, or you don't take the time to respect and care and figure out what that is, you're not going to make a good adaptation. I think we need to divorce ourselves from the ideas that adaptations need to be exactly book accurate in order to be good adaptations. Sometimes changes are necessary between mediums, and also sometimes changes help enhance the message and the theming of the original book, especially when you go from a book that was in first person to now a movie, which is visual and in third person. You can do so much more with that while also still honoring the original intent. There are parts of a story, when we're thinking about it, that have to be the same. Every story has a skeleton of a plot that has to work. There are pillars that can't be taken away without removing and disrupting the story altogether. For example, Mr. Darcy has to be of a different social and economic class for the story and the messaging to work. But the way in between these pillars, the roadmap between these pillars can change and adapt. You can make changes to make that work and still tell the story with enough honor and respect to the original messaging and theme. So then we end up in this gray area where an adaptation has to come from a deep love and respect from the original material, but at the same time doesn't have to be an exact word for word copy. So book accuracy doesn't necessarily mean good adaptation. And at the same time, we can't get upset about the changes in the book if the vibes are right and the messaging is right, because what a blessing it is to live in a time when our favorite characters get adapted in all these different kinds of ways and we can see them in all these different forms.